How do you get fast internet on a ship in the middle of the ocean? It's beamed down from space. Here's how satellite internet like Starlink actually works and why the new version is so much better than the old one. The old way used one big satellite, parked 36,000 kilometers above the equator. At that height, it orbits exactly as fast as Earth spins, so it hangs over the same spot forever. That's called geostationary. But 36,000 kilometers is far. Your data has to travel up there and back down twice for every request. Even at the speed of light, that round trip adds about half a second of lag, often more. Half a second is fine for beaming TV, but for video calls and gaming, it's painful. Every click feels delayed. The new approach flips the design. Instead of one satellite far away, you launch thousands of small satellites in a low orbit, around 550 kilometers up. That's about 65 times closer. 65 times closer means the lag almost disappears. Latency drops to a few dozen milliseconds, good enough for video calls, gaming, and everything else you do online. But there's a trade. A satellite that low can't hover over one spot. It races across your sky in just a few minutes. So you need a huge constellation, and your connection constantly hands off from one passing satellite to the next without you ever noticing. That's why the dish looks flat. It's a phased array, hundreds of tiny antennas that steer the beam electronically, tracking satellites across the sky with no moving parts. Up in orbit, the satellites also talk to each other with laser links, passing your data across space. Eventually, it drops down to a ground station, a big antenna farm wired straight into the internet. And the answer comes back the same way. One honest note. Mega constellations mean thousands of new objects in orbit, something astronomers and space traffic trackers are watching closely. So why does this matter to you? 1. It's real broadband anywhere cables don't reach. Rural areas, ships, planes, disaster zones. 2. It's why the dish needs a clear view of the sky. It's constantly tracking fast-moving satellites from horizon to horizon, and trees or walls break the link. 3. Latency now rivals ground internet for everyday use. Space internet has stopped being a last resort. So that's the trick. Don't park one satellite far away. Fly thousands of them close, and never stop handing off. I'll see you in the next one.